I became a believer when I was young. I was 7. It was through my training union, which for those of you who don't know, training union was Sunday night church. So in the mornings you had Sunday school, and then at night we had training union. One of my teachers, it was through a conversation with him that I was like, you know what, I want that. And so, accepted Christ as a young child and then was baptized. My walk with the Lord grew over time as I got older and just learned more and just maturing. I mean, I was married and, probably early 30s. And here at the church, we had a service. And I just remember thinking, did I really do that? Have I really accepted Christ? Is this real? And just really felt a stirring in my heart. And I think that really from that time on, I had more growth and just, really seeking the Lord and just starting to connect and really understand, what He means to me and who He is in my life. And that, there's so much there, and just really building that relationship with Him and just kind of walking it out, right? Really understanding how to walk it out. I was at a local restaurant one morning and I just ran in there to pick up some breakfast, and I go in there pretty frequently. And I noticed that there was always this lady in there, and she was always standing at the counter and, just kind of working or doing something. And I had never had a conversation with her. I had just seen her in there. And it was the Monday after Easter. And I walked in and I'm getting my breakfast and we were chatting and he's like, "How was your Easter?" And I said, "Oh, it was great. The kids came over, and I just felt this prompting that I needed to say something about church. And so I said, "And church was so fun," or "Church was so great," or something. I said something along those lines. And she looked up and she looked at me and she goes, "I never hear people say that." And she's like, I would never say that at my church. And she's like, "Where do you go to church?" And so I told her, and it just started this whole conversation. And then next time I'd go in, I would see her. And she was just really seeking and trying to understand, who is God? I'm not sure if I really know Him. And we were, started conversations about the Bible and just trying to understand this and that. Just by listening to the Holy Spirit's prompting, it just started this conversation where I was able to share and speak some, truths to her. And now I still, see her sometimes there at the grocery store, and we'll, kind of have some conversations. And I pray that the Lord, continues to pull on her heart and that she finds Him and develops that relationship with Him.